Greetings, RealmSmalec here, and this video is starting off as an unlisted video for members of the server, but will probably become public. The purpose of this video is to announce the completion of construction of our RealmSmalec Museum, at least the main building. You can see it behind me here. And let's get a better view. Obviously, it features the new growth sprout. It is a multi-level building, so there will be various exhibits in these little greenhouses sticking out to the sides, as well as up on those platforms. The initial idea was to have a pretty open-air structure with a central sort of wall with platforms, and then that kind of grew organically into what you see here. And I also plan to make this section down here available for wings or exhibits. So we'll probably mine this all out and potentially make it rectangular or leave it as corridors and sort of decorate those. I haven't decided yet. But basically, if your exhibit doesn't fit in the museum proper, then there are options for them down below. We can continuously expand, at least for a while. So what I want to do, besides marvel at this very pretty building, in my opinion, is talk about exhibit options. So I would like every person on the server to contribute at least one exhibit. Now, when I say exhibit, it could be something very simple like this, which is really just the Realm banner, or excuse me, the RealmSmalec banner and the flower. I just realized I didn't put the Realm banner there. And every exhibit needs to have a sign and a book in an item frame. The sign is the name of the exhibit, and the book will have more details about why that exhibit is here. Or it could be slightly more elaborate. So here's my exhibit. This is the the Nugget Doghouse. This was my very first build on the server. It was just red wool and banners, and then I put the hedgerows and the moss stone, and then it eventually became the entrance to the public pool once my house was built. So this is really my first thing that I made on the server, and I'm still quite proud of it, to be honest with you, from a creative perspective. So you see there are areas like somebody could have this whole area for an exhibit, or even just like one pedestal, like a single block with a single thing on top of it, and a book. Somebody can have this one. Somebody could probably put something like in any of these corners. In that corner. As I said, down below there's ample space. I think there should be something here. And then there's not a lot of space in this first set of stairways, although, you know, even like a painting could be hung up, I suppose. And then on this level, there's space back in this corner. There's basically space in all the corners or even up against these walls. And as you go up, there are other spaces. Now, and even on the roof, if somebody wants to build some type of exhibit up on the roof, I forgot to take that out. You can do that, but not on top of the skylights to that section. So basically, the way I want this to work, I want everybody who's active, and even hopefully some of the folks who aren't as active but are part of the server, to contribute at least one, what I'm calling, exhibit. So I want you guys to think about, if you were submitting something to a museum, what would it be? I'm hoping it's something special, maybe something that symbolizes your accomplishments on the server, your favorite moments, etc. And again, it can be small or it can be a large. If you have an idea for a large exhibit, we can talk about where to put it. I will be talking to members of the server individually in a specific order, because what I'd like to do is give certain people kind of first dibs on their space in the museum. And I'll go into that more later. And basically, as you figure out what you want to put in the museum, I'd kind of like to do a quick little interview, who are you, what are you putting in, like, what do you think about the server, things like that, so that each person can kind of have a special video about them, because I know we are of a very diverse set of backgrounds and not everyone on the server is known to the community at large. Now, I'd also really love it if we have some creative things going into the museum. Like, for example, I think it would be unfortunate if the whole museum was full of like my first pick, my first block kind of thing. If you have a bunch of firsts, like let's say your idea for the museum is that you want to have a whole bunch of my first this, my first that, then maybe you would want to have a wing dedicated to your firsts down below, and you could have a whole hallway full of your firsts. But hoping that we can have some different stuff, we could have references to past puzzles, whatever it is that people feel like they want to contribute. So I'm going to be talking to you. Now, if I haven't specifically come to you in a particular order, but you have a really good idea, like I know Hawkminer has a bunch of stuff that he's been saving up for a museum, then I certainly get in touch with me and we can work it out. I have a few specific people that I want in a specific order for specific reasons, but then and then there will be a whole bunch of folks that it doesn't actually matter to me what order they go in. But I do want some certain people to get first dibs on some of these spots for particular reasons. Okay, so that is the museum, and the grand opening ceremony, like we'll have a ribbon cutting and all that. That will occur once we've got more exhibits. For now, I'm just really proud of this museum. I think it is both modern and classic in design. It's like, I don't know, I'm sorry, I'm just really admiring my own building. In fact, I guess I should mention, this is probably the largest freestanding building or structure I've ever made in survival Minecraft. I typically tend to make small buildings like this because I don't take up a lot of space. This house was probably my previous largest building, certainly my most ornate to date. And this has nothing to do with the museum, so I'm going to end this video, and thank you for watching.